Betway sponsors Premier League darts on Sky Sports.
Raymond, 7-3 win over Adrian tonight, 104 average. The world's a happy place.
Oh yeah, when we started a couple of weeks ago, it always looks like a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, I'm thinking, wow, I hope I'm not relegating, because I got a wild card from the PDC, and now 12, 13 weeks later, I'm in top position when Michael's playing now. Happy, of course, yeah.
11 games unbeaten now. There's not much threat of relegation. It's more threat of winning the league and obviously making sure that you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, I found some help 10, 11 weeks ago. I was always too negative. I'm positive now. I love what I do, you know. I'm traveling, okay, but everyone does. And more I start believing in myself again. I'm still not playing my A game, but I'm getting there, you know. 104 is fantastic. But week 1 playing Gary Jensen 108, everyone thought, wow, this is fantastic. And then losing week 2 from West Newton. It's the best competition in the world, no doubt about that. And to be there in the top 4 means a lot to me, because I know that I can say to myself, you still belong in the top 4 in the world. And yeah, after maybe 15 or 16 weeks now, I know I'm going to be there on the playoffs in London.
Tonight it looked like a really confident attacking performance. You seem to be really going at the doubles, especially when Adrian gave you a sniff.
I know, Adrian never have played his A game, I have to be fair on that. But it's still hard to beat 104, 105 average, of course. I'm practicing every single week, Davey, every single week, every day on doubles, and these doubles never ever let me down every single week in the Premier League. But I'm not much of a multitasker, you know, which means that I'm focusing in the Premier League, but it's hard for me to focus on European tours, Pro Tours, UK Opens in the weekend. It's hard for me, you know, to focus on both or 2 or 3 things in the weekend. I'm focused on the Premier League because I'm thinking that's the most important thing to win, and I want to be there. You know, I want to be in the top 4. I want to be in the final, and apart from that, I want to win the title after so many years. And every single week, I start believing it.
Before we look ahead to next week, just a quick look back at last weekend, because after Aberdeen you went over to Berlin, you qualified for the European Tour event, lost out to Ronnie Baxter. A bit of a health scare for you as well. I know it was a pretty rough weekend in all.
Of course, I was on my way to Frankfurt, Werner von Moltke, which is that was from PDC Europe. He asked me, Ray, can you join Michael on ZDF television in Frankfurt? I said, in January, okay, no problem. So I lost my game against Ronnie. Ronnie played a good game. So I was on my way. Nothing wrong. Suddenly was in the queue for Lufthansa Airlines, and I was sweating big time, you know. And I went outside, and the last thing I know was sitting on an iron bar, and I collapsed. I fell over and fell on my shoulder. And my face was on my shoulder. So, as far as I know, people gave me, because I'm diabetical, you know, people gave me sugar water, but that's the worst thing to do, you know, because your sugar level is going high. I went for 3 hours in hospital, you know, on the, I don't know how you call it.
For checks in the hospital on the heart monitor.
Yeah, check in, they gave me injections to get my sugar level down, and 3 hours later they released me from the hospital. There was a big warning. We put so much pressure on ourselves, and I know I'm diabetical, but I always underestimate it. You know, I underestimate like oh, all right, I can take this, I can take that, I can take another sugar bar or whatever. And from last Saturday, I learned a hard lesson that Ray, you can't do that. You know, if you're in your home, you go in and you plug in your refrigerator, your washing machine, your everything, and then something, you know, the whole thing comes out, and you think, oh. But it's the same with your body, you know. You can't take desserts 2 or 3 times a day. You can't take sugars or whatever. And I think many dart players don't look out for themselves really hard, and it's a lesson for them as well. and I'm going to warn them from now. You know, guys, it's hard. It's focus, it's stress, it's traveling, it's bad sleeps. You know, last week I beat Robert Thornton 7-1. Everyone is texting you, so 1 a.m. middle of the night you stop texting and then you fell asleep. But 4 a.m. there's the wake-up call. You know, 6 a.m. there's a flight to Amsterdam. 2 hours later there's a flight to Berlin. Then 2 hours sleep, you're preparing yourself to qualify for Berlin. Then the following day, early wake-up call, breakfast again, afternoon match. You know, so it's not easy. Everyone who sees you on stage, they think, oh, he's already there, he's there for an hour. But it's not. We have to be there on Wednesday for the Premier League. We practice, we try to do everything which is possible to prepare ourselves right, but it's not an easy and not a healthy life.
I guess the good thing is you've got this weekend off. You get a good chance to prepare for a massive game next week in Birmingham. Yeah,
fantastic. I go to my apartment tomorrow in Alicante, and looking really forward to that 5 days in the sun, which just give me the best. Maybe I got 10 next week in Birmingham. So looking really forward to play Phil, because he's playing well, I'm playing well. So looking forward to Birmingham next week. Why not?
Brilliant. Enjoy Spain.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
To see more darts, action and Sammy Marsh, click here.
Betway sponsors Premier League Darts on Sky Sports.